Booker, Stryker, and that's Yungblud.
Yungblud!
It's so good to see you again.
It's great to see
energy
you.
or what?
Yes, the best energy ever. I'm going to this quickly.
Yes.
2017, King Charles, I Love You, Will You Marry Me?
Yes.
I was hooked on you.
Dude, it was mental. I remember you being one of the first people, and I'd kind of known you because a lot of British artists, like, you know when we kind of like convene in our pubs in the UK, it's always like, oh yeah, you know, Stryker. It's kind of part of going to a
Wow.
you know what I mean? It's just like, it's a bit mental, and it's crazy, like, what a wild ride.
I put all my stock in you in 2017, and it has paid off. But I have a specific question. Has the last 5 years met your expectations, exceeded? Like, where is it?
Can I tell you something? It has been just as I expected, yet nothing like anything I ever expected all at the same time. You know what I mean? I think like it's had the highest highs that I ever dreamed of, and it's also had like pretty mental lows as well. You know what I mean? But I won't change it for the world. I just think it's been like amazing.
Well, you've done a video in a song about everything that you've built up and then tearing it down. So that sort of plays into that idea.
Dude, fully, I think with it all, I think it's kind of, it's almost like a bitter pill. You know what I mean? It's like you kind of take it and you kind of cross a threshold after you kind of start to get a bit bigger, and then everyone kind of questions whether you ever really meant it at all. You know what I mean? And it's just kind of, it was a period of my life where I really struggled with.
Is it ugly though, or
it is, man. To be honest, I just think like, because a lot of people who kind of join the party come to it late, so they think, oh, this just came out of nowhere, so it must be inauthentic. Yet when you've been doing it for 4 years, the people who've been with you are like, oh no, we've been doing it since we were in a van together. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. You've taken a stand on social issues from day one. You have performed how you wanted to perform, created the songs exactly how you wanted to do it.
Yeah.
And the song that Booker and I are referring to, of course, is The Funeral.
Yeah, man.
Where in the world did you write this? Is this something you've been holding on to for a while?
I tell you what, this song came out kind of around March 2021, and it was such a big catalyst into what this album is going to be. You know what I mean? I think up to this point in my life, I was just creating out of just uncensored, explosive expression, and in the moment it was true and real to what I felt in that time. You know what I mean? It was like, I feel this right now, I might not feel this way in next week, but I'm going to write it, I'm going to record it, I'm going to mix it, I'm going to put it out. And that was what kind of got me to meeting these people. But this new music, like, I bathed in the emotion, I thought about it, I sat in it, I made friends with it. And the song's called A Funeral, and a lot of people kind of will assume that it's about death. But it's actually not. It's about life, and it's about living, and it's about kind of coming to terms with everything you're insecure about. And if you are insecure about those things and you own it, nobody can say to you anything that you haven't already said to yourself, so you become bulletproof.
Yeah.
And it's a celebration of like, yo, this is who I am, and I'm gonna be like, I'm dancing at my own funeral, and it's, are you gonna come dance with me? And even if no one else is, that's okay too. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
you know, you talk about taking back some of the thoughts that you'd had prior, maybe mindsets that you've had, and embracing change. And that's kind of what you're all about. And that's what the song really feels like it's about.
Dude,
to me.
It's such an interesting thing, because as an artist or as a person who grows up with this thing, you change while loads of people are watching you. And it's kind of crazy, and people either love that or don't. It's the same in life. You know what I mean? If you meet a partner or as a friend, you're gonna change. That's the point of life. You know what I mean? Like, and when you like have a successful relationship in any way, that is understanding and adoring that person as they become what they were supposed to be. You know what I mean?
So in the video, there's a lot of talk. Ozzy's in the video.
Ozzy,
but hold on. Sharon is in the video at the end.
And Auntie Sharon.
She runs you over and calls you a poser. Was that line improv? Who wrote that line?
To be honest, I just was like, with it all, you know what I mean? I think a lot of people have said that about me, and I was like, who the hell could I get to? Who is the best person with the most respect?
Right.
It would slap anybody in the face if they would say anything wrong. Definitely Mrs. O.
That's right.
You know what I mean? So I was just like, and me and Kelly are really good mates.
Okay.
You know?
Yeah.
Kelly, proper British rock and roll royalty. You know what I'm saying? So I was just like, yo, I got this video, I got this song, it's about this, what do you think? And she texted me back and she's like, yeah, mum loves it and dad loves it, they're going to be in it.
Nice.
I was like, what the hell?
That's pretty awesome.
Pretty mental.
Have you interviewed Ozzy before?
I'm not going to brag here or anything, but I was in season 1 of the Osbournes.
So, there you go. So, let me get to the point of that. I've interviewed Ozzy a couple of times. I can't understand Ozzy. Is it an accent thing or is it just the mumbling? And do you understand Ozzy?
I mean,
be honest.
I actually do. I think because I have an accent, I think where he's from and kind of, you know what I mean? He's a mumbler, but brother, like my guitar player's from Glasgow, Scotland. You know what I mean? We do mumble as a British public. You know what I mean? It's
yeah,
like, especially when we've had a couple of drinks or like, you know what I mean, a couple of naughty sweets. You know what I mean? We're all you know what I'm saying? It's all very much. It's a bit like,
It's all, I got like every fourth word from Ozzy.
And that's it, man. You know what I mean? And like, you should see my guitar player. It's like when he's had a couple bits of drink, I'm his translator. He's like, oh, hello, love, how are you? And he's like, hey, look, you know what I'm saying? He likes your trainers. You know what I mean? I have to translate for him, and he was such a legend on that shoot, man. You know what I mean? I think a lot of people say don't meet your heroes. And, you know what I mean? I met mine that day, and he was everything I kind of wanted him to be, and also everything I never expected him to be. You know what I mean? At the same time, it's just like, he was like, what's the song about? I was like, oh, it's about my funeral. I was like, I fucking know that, man. What do you mean, what are you talking about? And I told him kind of about like what I'd kind of been through over the past 18 months, and I'm quite outspoken and loud, bit naughty, do things I shouldn't sometimes, and he was like, he radiated exactly what Yungblud's about. It was like, he said to me, never apologise for anything as long as you mean it with love.
Wow.
And I was like, that is exactly what Yungblud is. Be different, be individual, be loud, be crazy, be mental, express yourself in a way that you see fit, but as long as you do it with love, never apologise.
That is amazing. So that leads me to my question. Do you feel pressure in 2022 because you've become a real leader?
Pretty crazy.
A lot, and I'm not just saying a 20-year-old who lives in Nebraska or a 18-year-old from the UK. I mean, all ages, they view you and they're like, I like how this guy is going about his business. So you are a leader now. What does that feel like for you?
I think it's pretty mental to kind of even think about that, but I think the biggest thing I want to radiate about Yungblud is kind of the opinion of it, good or bad, is like, a lot of people think it's about me. It's not about me. It's about a collective idea and a movement of thoughts. And that's why kind of going into this record, like, the funeral feels different. It feels like I ain't, there's no second guessing. Because everyone second guesses themselves, even when you put your trainers on, even if you know what I mean,
sure.
everyone does.
Yes.
And it's like, even if it's a little voice or it's a big voice some days. But this one, it's just like, I looked at myself in the mirror and I said, right, you ain't going to be around forever, because no one is. We all inevitably kick our clogs. How do you want to be remembered? And like, if you were going to get hit by a truck tomorrow and like, before you become worm food, would this song be the song you want to sing? And would this album radiate that? And I genuinely believe it would. You know what I mean? If you ever felt like you know me at all, you'll get this album. If you feel like you didn't know me at all, you'll get this album. It's literally, I want to sit down with somebody who absolutely hates me and play this album and look them in the face and have a conversation with them. But I can't. But it's like, I would do that because it got to a point where I can't. It's like, it's not that I don't care about what people think about this record. It's I can't because I put too much of my soul into it. You know what I mean?
Is there a date for an album release or no?
End of the year.
End of the year. Okay.
I hadn't said that yet, so you just got
We got a scoop. I like that we got a scoop. That's good.
Whoops.
Unapologetic. I think we got that from him. You want to wrap this, man? It was
Yeah.
so fantastic getting
Thank you so
a
much
moment
for
with
having
you.
me.
And
Honestly, like, you're absolute legends, and thank you for playing the records. man.
Yes, of course. And at one point, you were the underdog. You're not the underdog anymore. Congratulations on everything you've created. You are doing amazing, man. We're so happy for you. Continued success.
There you go.
Man. Thank
You too.
so much,
Thank
guys.
you.
Yeah.
All right.